Patrick. Nice seeing you here, man. This is Patrick. He works for CAS Iberia, our guys in the States. He's a marketing manager there.
Yes.
So he knows a lot about the American market and our knives. So please, Patrick, tell us, how do you see the Russian knives in general in the States, and what's the general American view of the Russian knives and our brand in particular?
That is American. The Kizlyar brand has been well received here in the States. It's taken some time for people to understand, what you're trying to accomplish with the line, in the sense of bringing such a wide variety of product. And as you know, in America, we have a lot of markets. You have tactical, you have everyday carry, EDC, you have hunting, outdoors, bushcraft, and the line has so much to offer. So when I first saw the line, it made sense to me in what direction we needed to go and how we needed to proceed with, marketing the brand. But over the last few years, the product continues to prove itself in the sense that it's tough, it's durable, and the fact that you back it with a lifetime warranty that helps stand by, people know you stand behind your product. So people are, it's making its way into the market, it's getting its name known, and people look at it as a very reliable knife.
Yeah, the competition in the States is so high. So I guess it's hard to get our products differentiated.
Well, the fact that it is a Russian knife brand that is competing definitely sets itself apart, and it is a good product. And the market, has no negative connotations. We are very much, in the gun market, AK-47s, Russia, quality, that kind of mentality. You're known to make products that are tough, that will last in the harshest conditions, and that we will embrace that. But for the most part, the line has been embraced. There are certain models that people have readily accept and want more of. And as we grow that market, we will continue to do that. But with the wide variety of selection, from throwing knives to tactical to hunting to outdoors, you can't really just say that this one thing has taken off, because it's taken off in multiple niches.
Yeah, because what we brought here now to the States is what we offer our customers in Russia and to other European countries.
Sure.
How well do you feel our current range fits your market, your users here?
Well, I think we're continuing to expand the lines and find things that are unique to separate the Kizlyar brand from the rest of the market. The Whisper tactical folder that we co-designed with Jason Breeden and Kizlyar Supreme has really taken the tactical market by storm. The current two models, the black G10 with the stonewash and the red and black, with the black, has really taken off and is in high demand. So there's not really anything like this on the market, and people have really jumped on it. Now the cage bearing system that we have has really shocked people, because you have a lot of requests for assisted opening, but with this system, why do you need a spring assist when it opens so smoothly? It's unneeded, it's unnecessary. So there's been a lot of innovations in the line that have really set Kizlyar Supreme apart from the rest of the competition.
Yeah, the Whisper model has been a very successful one in the Russian market as well. I guess people in Russia, they like to see the collaboration between the Russian company and American designers. So I hope we can come up with something else, something new. We should also expand the Whisper line, maybe other different versions. We should also think about other collaborations.
Well, then there's a lot of. I think the Bloke is a staple in that line. This is a great knife. I've never had anyone, there's some people who like big knives and people who like small knives, but this, to me, that's a knife right there as far as a tactical goes. It just fits perfectly in a hand. And, being Americans, we're a little oversized, and that is just a really good fit in the hand. It's comfortable, and so the blow, I really like the groove. Of course, we also have it in the without. But this one is nothing to scoff at. It has its own place and uniqueness in the Kizlyar brand, and I would definitely call this a Russian tactical folder. So, I would not shortchange the brand at all, saying that you have to have a collaboration, because Kizlyar has very good designs.
Thank you. Yeah, and we got some other new designs in store, which we will show pretty soon.
Sure.
For the blade show, we got new to show.
Now, the one thing that has really taken off is the Russian design throwing knives. We have the American market has really gravitated toward this. Plus, having the collaboration from the Russian school, on this has a lot to do. Now, the throwing knives have taken on. We've never really offered that before, and by Kizlyar providing that to our market and our customers and the U.S. market has really let by leaps and bounds. Now, this one is our collaboration with Kizlyar. This is the Impulse, because the American market, they like a good throwing knife that you can start with and learn with. And the Impulse is one of those knives that you can start by learning throwing from the blade, from the handle, because it's got equally distributed about an ounce per inch. And that way it's perfectly center balanced, so you can learn. And then you can move up in the models and eventually all the way up to the bad boy, where I don't know if we have it here, but this has really changed the game for us in the throwing knife market, because we've never really had a definitive throwing knife line, and this has grown quite a bit for us. So thank you for introducing that to us.
Yeah, actually, you're right. For the past 6 months, I guess we got like 20 letters from the customers from the US who said that our throwing knives are really good. Some of them said that they used to buy some custom throwing knives or some Chinese cheap throwing knives. Yeah. None of them were as good as ours. So I was surprised actually by this.
Well, the throwing knife market is predominantly inexpensive stuff, and there has not really been, that I've seen, any middle market product, and that just fit in there very nicely. Because most of the time you will go to a flea market and buy 3 Chinese-made things that won't properly turn, balance, and stick. So it's been a pleasant surprise, because most people don't know where to begin with a quality throwing knife. So the Kizlyar Supreme line of throwing knives has really opened up that market for us.
And we're also developing one more new model of the throwing knives. It's going to be a big one, and it's used in certain competitions in Russia.
Sure.
So we'll see how it will go in the States. How about the tactical knives? Kizlyar Supreme started with a tactical line of knives?
You have to. The Sensei has always been our predominantly best-selling tactical knife, because we sell at CAS a lot of Japanese samurai swords. So it's kind of a natural progression for us to pick up this model and run with it, because it's quite elite. Of course, we also offer it in OS 8 stainless, and we also have it in D2 high carbon. So people like the choice, and I think that's another thing that separates Kizlyar Supreme apart from the other markets, is you don't have the choice of steels. It's like this, we make it in this model, and that's it. So it's very clever, That Sensei has been really good. And of course, the Senpai that came along shortly thereafter has also been a very popular model, a little bit shorter. Nothing wrong with that. Probably more practical for people who are carrying, a tactical knife. Of course, the Molly compatible sheath. If I turn around here, it's not going to fall out. It's just a well-made, well thought out, put together piece.
Do you feel that the tactical knives trend will continue, or it slows down?
I think there will always be a market for it. People, mentality here in America, safety, always in the forefront of everyone's mind. As society becomes more decadent and slips, from a moral base, you're always going to have a need to protect yourself and family and whatnot. But and I think surprisingly, the Amigo has always come out to be one of our popular models in that aspect, in the sense that it is small and concealable, and plus you can't. The Amigo clip, it just makes it a perfect combination. So, but I don't think you'll ever get away from it. I think there will always be a tactical market. And now it may trend differently. It may not just be all black, but I think there will always be a tactical market. And Kizlyar has always done well to produce quality tactical knives. I don't think anybody questions, the direction. The Urban, when it first came out, it was, an everyday carry tactical, kind of not something that I would have thought of, but overall it's a very well made piece, and very discreet. And then the City Hunter that followed it, another unique design. I think the demand for this will continue to grow. It's not vulgar or audacious or anything like that. It's just a well packaged piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, City Hunter and Urban are very popular models in our market as well, and in other European countries. At the moment, we feel that there is a big trend for the bushcraft knives.
Oh yes.
And we are developing models to address this new trend. So Malamute, I think you haven't got it in your market yet.
No, not yet. So we're looking forward to developing the bushcraft line with the Kizlyar Supreme in America. We do have a growing trend of getting back to our roots, the pioneer way of living off the land, that kind of mentality, which is has always been in our culture with like the Boy Scouts and things of that nature. But more and more people, as we grow in technology and become more disconnected, through like social media. Well, I guess we are connected through social media, but really kind of losing that personal touch. There's that desire to go back to basic, living and being able to self-sustain. So it's almost, I would say there for a while, it probably almost became a lost skill set. But we are slowly going back to that. And, we're excited to see what Kizlyar Supreme brings to that market. I know that we're excited to get the Bushmate eventually.
Yeah, Bushmate's got released recently, so
you're holding out on us.
Yeah.
They're going to give us our Bushmates so we can get them out in the market.
Yeah. Unfortunately, once the knives get released, it takes some time for us to bring them here. So we released Bushmate a couple of months ago.
Yes.
It started really well in Russia, but it's still a cold season there. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, you need to get them here because spring's just around the corner here in the U.S.
Yeah, true. And about the bushcraft knives, I'm surprised that now the trends are not local, they're international. So
sure,
we feel these trends as well. People try to get these skills back and yeah, they look for bushcraft knives. So we're gonna have more bushcraft stuff soon.
Oh yeah, and I will say that one of the things that the customers do absolutely love is this Caucasus wood from the Caucasus Mountains that they're in Russia.
Well,
I mean, yeah, it is very popular, and I think the Caspian was the first model that we came out with that, and they had just loved it. It's gorgeous wood grain, and I think we came on the Colada next, and then more models. You know, we put it on the Survivalist. More models, I think. You know that. We've talked about doing some other things like that we'll definitely be introducing in the future. But the bushcraft market is definitely one that is growing, and I think the market will be very curious to see what Kizlyar puts out.
Current trend in Russia is it's to get away from kydex and other plastic sheet. At the moment, we feel that leather sheet are more popular, getting more popular.
Sure. Leather never goes out of style. I mean,
so do you feel this trend here or not yet?
Well, I mean, if you're going to continue to do this kind of work, then I definitely, I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, I'm excited to see more of this come out. And the cute little hammy now. It's a baby. So, definitely.
All right. How about the steels? What can you tell us about the steels variety that you have in the States, and which ones would be more popular?
Well, D2 has been predominantly the more popular of the models, steel options that we've had. Now, obstoid has not been scoffed at either, but you know, some people prefer carbon and some people prefer stainless, and it's good that we have the option on a lot of those models. So, I mean, there's no really need that I see to, you know, other than maybe the Canadian market, you know, as far as the North American market as a whole. Canadians have a tendency to like the fancier steels. Americans, not so much. They either like high carbon or they like stainless. It's pretty much one or the other.
Very simple.
You know, it's a simple way of looking at it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate
nice
it.
to hear the story.
Well, we're very excited to be carrying the line, and as we continue to bring it into new markets and new customers discover the brand, it's very exciting for us because people are actually getting to see what you're doing on your side of the planet, and it's good to know that you're making a good product made by good people, and you know, Americans love that. You know, we want to, we have that bond together.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.